Welcome to the Vanilla to Vixen podcast. This show contains adult content, so if you are under 18 or easily offended, please switch off now. Mr. and Mrs. N are not qualified relationship counsellors. This show is for entertainment purposes only. Now the disclaimer is out of the way, sit back, relax, and enjoy our journey from Vanilla to Vixen.
Welcome to episode 101 of Vanilla to Vixen. We are your hosts, Mr. and Mrs. N, also known as
the Naughty Couple.
We are standing in a field. It's outdoor V to V today. And we are at the amazing very first, because I know this is going to happen again.
Oh, yes.
Camp Vegas. Organised by the amazing LV couple, Fred and Wilma.
Afternoon.
Hello.
Oh, I can't believe this is happening. It's amazing.
Well, we're lucky to be here because today we were in a silent tennis tournament, so we've had to cancel that to come here.
Silent tennis?
Yeah, it's like normal tennis, just no racket.
You've stolen my joke.
That's better than your jokes.
I know, that is the trouble.
That's
that
it,
is,
Fred,
yeah.
you've got to come on every week now.
It's not difficult to get better than my jokes. This is so cool. So I'm going to sort of give a bit of background on where we are. We're in the middle of nowhere, surrounded by
Shropshire.
fields.
We're in the middle of Shropshire. On a hill.
Yes, on a big hill. That's it. To the right of us, we've got it looks like a naughty forest. I don't know if there's any swingers in there lost in the underground.
Swingers looking for wood in there.
I bet they have.
And we can see right across the Shropshire countryside.
It's so pretty.
And we've got some characters here. We've got the fabulous Mr. Foxy.
Hello!
Have you recovered from the blancmange?
I keep dipping. I'm trying different flavours.
We had so many messages from last week about where you were dipping in blancmange. And we've already had some sporting events, haven't we?
We have.
Yeah.
We have. We had a bit of a sack race. We've had a egg and spoon race. We've had a three-legged race. I entered on my own, of course.
A swingers three-legged race, very special.
But when it says middle... What was the word?
Midland side.
Midland side, and then runs quicker than the Midland side. Yeah.
You flew, didn't you, my love Flo? You absolutely flew.
I think there was a bit of cheating going on somewhere.
A little bit.
Maybe we started the gun a little bit too soon. Is that what it was?
Well,
never mind.
I'm not one to go off early.
Except on that occasion.
Just then.
Oh, honestly, putting up tents with a load of swingers is hilarious. The amount of innuendos to do with shaft, pole, erection.
I have to ask, how on earth did you get this idea? Where did you get it from?
We sort of went to something similar about 12 months ago, and we just thought it was just so good to have just for a long amount of time, just to mingle and meet, and no pressure, and you can dip in and you can dip out and you can pop back to your tent and dip in and dip out and just go back, just have a little bit of a rest, and you can be as involved or not involved, sort of. I don't know what it's like. It is a social
like
thing, an extended social, but there's no time limit on it, and you get a bit of time away from your house, and just time to chill and just relax. And you, to be honest, you'll learn more here than you would even. And I'm the biggest fan of socials, but you do learn a lot more about people, and you have a bit more in-depth conversations because you get quieter times, because obviously there's music on the background, but it's not like being in a pub or a club or a bar. So you get a few minutes with everyone. It's lovely. It's been good.
You guys always put on such a good event, though.
I think we're quite lucky with what we've done is embrace the extension of what I think of like the swinging family tree. So obviously we came across you guys through Saucy and Busty attending our events, and then we attended yours, and then you meet this bigger family of tree. We met Mr. and Mrs. Foxy. Obviously, there are other, I won't name names unless they don't want to be on the podcast, but there are other members of your V2V lot here. Then we went to the Leeds Social, that is the original Leeds Social hosts here, and then people that we met from there. And so it's kind of, that's the reason why I think is that you're kind of like being active with socially and supporting other people's events, and you then will just envelop this wonderful array of people who kind of know people through this person and through that person. I think that's why it works.
I think all events should try and work a little bit together to a point.
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
we don't do it to make. I'm sure people do, but we don't. We only do it for a giggle.
Exactly.
To meet more people, and that's it. That's all we want to do: meet more people and have a laugh. That's it.
Well, we're very... Obviously, there are, I think with the inclusion, I'm going to be a bit political within the swinging scene now, but with the inclusion of new apps and things like that, which are a lot more financially driven, and there's a lot more financial drive, and with social media and people being very much about their face on the websites, that it kind of changes it a little bit. And then some of the events seem a lot more about the money side of things, and I'm not saying you shouldn't, because there are a lot of effort, but we don't do it for that, do we? I think we just put things on that we want to go to. So if
I'd come to this.
It's so friendly here.
It is
so
lovely.
friendly.
I mean, we are only doing a flying stopover, aren't we?
Yes.
I need
roving.
Yes, we are roving, only because me and camping don't get on.
Well, no. They'll say to me at work on Monday, what you been up to? And I'll say, I've been away, slept on a bed, got myself a bad back. Terrific.
I said we were glamping. Fred and I Fred's been saying that we've been glamping, and so we've had a lovely bell tent that's arrived, and they put it up for us and put it back down. It's lovely. But I spoke to my parents on the way here about what you're doing for this weekend and bits and pieces. So my dad rang me about halfway through and was like, is it this site? Is it that site? And I'm like, oh my God. I was like, no. I said, it's one we got for ourselves. He's been, they were that much a night. And I was like, oh God, seriously.
I have to add the whole site. This is exclusive to Camp Vegas. You've taken over the whole site. This is amazing.
It is. But we are right in the middle of nowhere. We can't see a house, a person, anything. We're not within a mile of anything really, so it's good. But we do have water, we do have a little bit of electricity.
You've got live music. Good. I could see a cowboy in a purple cowboy hat.
We had the big screen on and the projector last night. We had a Fat Boy Slim concert on last night as the sun went down. That went down well. We had a bit of Ed Sheeran before that, and probably Glastonbury tonight later on.
Awesome.
As it gets dark. It's been a nice weekend for it to drop on.
I mean, really, it's ideal to have a camping event for swingers, because we could sub-call it Glastonbury a Bone.
Oh,
Mr. Foxy's been saving that all
you
week.
never miss a trick, do you?
I think the biggest dilemma with a lot of people is, because obviously we're camping, is I'm not in my finest attire. And some of the ladies have had a bit of a wobble, but they definitely didn't wobble about it first thing this morning, did they? I think you really do know what people look like. So if you were to look at their fab profiles and they look, how well do they match? But it's wonderful to be that way.
The lights, you can't dim the lights outdoors, can you, like you can in a playroom?
No, you have to wait for it to get dark. And you look great in the dark, baby. That's all right.
I can't see you coming.
That's it. It's good. But what did we do last night? Last night, the first thing, we had a buffet. Everybody turned up. We had a bit of a Discord group. So everybody decided what they were going to bring, whether it be sandwiches or cheese and biscuits or whatever they were bringing, and we had the biggest buffet in the world.
Really impressive, like seriously really impressive good, buffet,
good,
and everybody mucked in. I mean, everyone bought food. I didn't put it out.
All right, no. Listen, I'm not happy now.
Everybody in the world loves a triangular sandwich.
I missed the buffet.
If ever I'm done for murder in America and I've got to pick a last meal, it will be a wedding or funeral buffet. Definitely. I love a funeral buffet. You can't spell funeral without fun, can you?
This is it, and you will like this. So, obviously, old school swingers, what do you think of?
Pineapples.
No, old school swingers. What's old school?
Keys in a bowl.
Keys in a
Keys in a
bowl.
bowl.
So we did a little keys in the bowl thing. So because it's our anniversary this week coming, I had been asking people to send us their first dances. And we decided in the week to do a bit of a spin on this, but we're going to do a modern twist. So in the bowl were keys attached to names of all the gentlemen attending. So rather than the men picking out the ladies, we got the ladies to pick out the men, and we kind of did a mini speed dating while dancing. So you picked out their name and you danced with that gentleman for that song, and then when that song finished we did it again. So it was, and you switched between, and actually it was a lovely about half an hour, wasn't it, really, of people dancing with people that you've never spoken to before, and it was just no pressure in it. And I was worried about switching off because we got quite busy music on beforehand, and am I going to bring down the tone by doing love songs? But actually it was a really nice half hour, wasn't it? It was lovely.
It turned into a bit of a snog fest, really.
Why does that not surprise me?
I love kissing. I love kissing.
It's the best bit. It's the best bit. You know, if anything else is going to be any good, just off that, you know you're onto a winner or not.
It'll be on my tombstone, Wilma. I love kissing.
So, what other entertainment activities have you had planned?
We had a bit of a quiz this morning. Oh, sorry, go on, Mr. Fox.
Well, the other thing you missed out from last night was a whole section of hatting. You didn't mention hatting.
So, it was a way of easygoing, of maybe making things a little bit naughty. So everybody had to bring a silly hat, pop it in a bag, and you picked out, ended up with this random hat. If you were found without the hat on your head, the person who found you out got to nominate you for a forfeit of their choosing. Ooh. So it could be anything from drinking. There was a bit of snogging.
Lots of licking, actually. That's lots of licking last night. Lots of licking.
I'm quite relieved, because the last time somebody told me about hatting, it meant something completely different.
So today, what we've done? So what was the itinerary today then?
I've been did a bit of cooking this morning. Cooked for everybody. We had just bacon and sausage on the in the big pan for everybody here. Then we've done the quiz. Been to the shops. Showered. I've used a camping shower today. Very good. Charge you up on a USB. It's quite powerful. Quite powerful.
Warm.
Yeah, it was hot. We had to boil a kettle. Crikey.
Half it was kettle warm and.
Okay.
It's very good. Yeah, very hard. Very powerful. Almost made my head bleed, to be quite honest.
And we have sports day. We've had sports day.
Yeah.
And then obviously now the gentlemen are setting up to do their little mini gig. And then in a couple of hours we have Mr. Saucy as Quizmaster of Family Fortunes.
Mr. Saucy hiding away quietly in the corner.
Come hither, sir.
He's been barefooted apparently for about 3 weeks.
Hello, darling.
Oh.
Would you like me to read the phone book into you? Oh. Sorry, into your ear, obviously.
To a rear?
I said ear, not rear.
So, Mr. Saucy, how long have you been here?
I've been here for about 27 years.
I thought so.
Yes, I just live in this field and the campsite evolved around me.
I was told
You're like stick of the dump. In a nice way. In a nice way. I mean.
What was Dad's nickname?
That's what you call.
That's all our guests gone now.
I used to like you.
I know.
I don't think it's going to get you many fucks, though.
No, probably not.
No, well, I'm saying nothing.
I hear you just slowly came out of the undergrowth.
I came out of something last night.
I'm hoping that sound gets featured, because honestly it was a...
Was there some happy clapping last night in the tents?
Was he on the list?
No, he wasn't on my list.
Oh.
I know nothing. Swingers code.
You can't say that when we're doing a podcast.
He'll whisper in your ear after.
I'll tell you later.
Oh, okay.
We've got another gentleman here. Is he coming and joining? Are you on Fab? Do you have a Fab name that you can reveal?
Yes, E&M Mail.
E&M Mail. Now, I saw this gentleman who, to be honest, was quite... I'm going to check him later on. We're going to ask him to urinate in a Coca-Tola can to see if he took any steroids. He was so fast in the sack race. I think he must be on steroids or something.
It was very, very close at the end there, though.
What was it? Were you the winner?
Well, I don't know. It wasn't officially revealed.
I forgot to actually register on that one. I thought it was going to miss. I left it to you filming, and it was wrong.
Photo finish, wasn't it?
Photo finish.
Never leave anything official to me. You can leave lots of other things to me, but never anything official.
And so, Eddie, I was just kind of thinking, if anybody in the Muggle world actually saw what was going on, and you said you had a load of swingers in a field, this is not, I'm sure, what they would think it would be about, is it?
No, this is just nice, friendly, open-minded people having a laugh with each other. And then late at night, there's some interesting noises.
Well, at least you're not going to
Funny.
upset the neighbours. Only your next door neighbour, obviously.
They were making most of the noises.
It was dead funny. Me and Fred went to the toilet, and before we went to bed, and on the way back, we're going, I know that sound.
and it shouldn't be in that tent.
And then this morning I came back from the bathroom again. It just seemed to be a connotation with bathrooms, and I heard the slap, slap, slap of somebody obviously been done from behind. And why you know that sounds like, and then the orgasm at the end, and you go, whose tent is that? And then I made sure when I worked out to tell them afterwards.
How did you know it was from behind?
It's the slap on the arse sound.
A certain timbre to it, is.
I don't know what it is. I can't describe the sound. I'm looking at everyone, and I think everyone's nodding to say that they know what that sound is. But it was definitely a from behind sound. It was sure.
Hold on, I know how to settle this. Mrs. N, bend over.
Again?
And I'm going to ask Wilma, if there's anybody that wants to join in your socials, and I am convinced this is going to happen next year, how would they contact you to get onto your socials?
So on Fab, we are the Liberated Voice Social. So we have had a name change. We featured in 48 and 75, but 48 we talked about. We've had a name change from our previous. I'm not going to put it on the podcast as why. But we've kind of moved locations, so we've changed the name. So if anyone wants to get in touch, please do. Our next social will be on the 20th of July in Stafford, which is our first time at a new location. So I've got anxiety about a new location, but I am guaranteed that it'll smash it. So yeah, so that's
I
our
have
next
no
one.
doubt, my lovely. No doubt.
Absolutely. Honestly, yours are one of the best socials ever. They're so good. They're so popular.
Bless you. I'm just,
Not one of the best, it is the best.
I think
It's
so.
number one.
I think so.
I have to say, that's just down in front of me.
And she'll pull your tent pegs out.
Oh no, because he had some interesting goings on. I need to be stood outside it tonight, just because you never know what's going to happen. It's the thing is, when we go, and we got a little bit involved with the last leads, is that we did. I organise the speed dating bit for that, but we just want the events we go to be as good as they possibly can be, and I don't know that we are the best, because obviously different things suit other people. Some people want it to be ruder, or I don't really know. It's just, I think we've evolved as of people of the lifestyle, that I think we are way more inclusive ourselves with how we involve ourselves in the lifestyle, and we want our socials to be that way.
You are such lovely people, though. You are just such a lovely couple.
You can't open a shop and just have like a particular person come in. I mean, you've got to be. You've got to accept everybody, really. You've got to
got a
whoever
big
you want.
mix, haven't you?
Yeah, but you can't not, because if you're not into it, somebody else is. I don't know, if you want to meet, just whatever it might be, age limits, colour, race, weight, whatever. You might not like big people. Somebody else might. Somebody else might want to meet somebody who's 20. Somebody else might want to meet somebody who's 60. Yes. If you're 50, you want to meet people who are between 60 and 40. If you're 20, you want to meet people who are 30 and, well, above, hopefully.
But by doing that, you get this. You get our age range without is potentially 30 to 55 where we are. But I think what you learn as you go along is, yes, we do have an age thing, but I think it's based upon maturity a lot of the time that people are, and people mature at loads of different stages.
Oh, it's coming for me. I
Yeah,
swear.
I'm waiting
It's
as
coming.
well.
Yeah, it's going on any second now.
And I don't
any second.
and my point is probably not to make digs.
I touched the radiator the other day. The top. I touched it. Just walking past. Just in the summer as well. It's not even cold. It's not on. I touched it. It was off. It was off.
I think I have sent Mrs. N messages about this and other people about how there's certain events that are become very niche about we only want an age range and this and the other. And I had an answer about an age range, and if the person is listening, they will know that I'm talking about them. That's because of our followers tend to be of that age. And considering, I would say, our age range of friendships within the lifestyle has been 10 years either side, you really do not need to niche events to be at that age range, because you're telling your attendees that they're only going to allow to have sex with people that are within 5 years. It's just bollocks.
It's like having a clothes shop and just stock in size, I don't know, 12. Yeah, you can't come in if you're too small. You can't come in if you're too. That's it. But it's stocking for size. That's it. That's you. That's it. Like it or lump it.
While you're in your 30s, yeah, fine. But once you hit your 40s, you're not going to live last in the lifestyle very long. If it's that narrow, it just isn't going to, and you're not going to have friendships. The difference I think we found by the thing is, you could go to a social and there'd be nobody you want to have sex with. But honestly,
you can still
one
have
of those people,
most awesome time.
and also one of those people that you meet will have a friend you want to have sex with. It's generally how it works. It is. I might not have one of sex with you, but can you introduce me to your mate? In the lifestyle, that works.
It's not like seeing your mate's lunch at work, innit? And you don't fancy what you've got.
I'm going to try that.
Yeah, I fancy a bit of that.
He always moans at me.
Hammock and cress.
One of the guys that works with you, he always has a good tea, and I get proper ridiculed for his teas are so much better than ours.
Whose teas?
Somebody you work with, teas are so much better
Oh,
than
they
ours.
are. They're loads better than your cooking, baby. Loads better.
I'm not going to say what I'm thinking, just in case he actually ever listens to this podcast.
You can't say that being in this hobby, everybody just becomes very honest.
Yes.
Don't they?
Yeah, they do. They are.
You'll have more honest conversations with people in this lifestyle. I've had quite a lot of conversations, probably in the past 2 months, about women's related issues. And honestly, women will be more open with other women in the lifestyle and get more camaraderie and support about those things that happen to women when they hit past 40, which are shit, can be awful. But honestly, some of those conversations that you have emotionally can be amazing. And even for Fred, I think it's helped you that somebody sent me a message and gone, that's exactly what I had, or that's exactly what it was like for me. But I've not had these chats with my vanilla friends, and I don't know why. I think it's this.
I'll tell you what, before we started this lifestyle, you would never have used camaraderie in a sentence. Never. If only our vocabulary. That's
some sexual camaraderie.
Greatly.
You know, my perimenopausal brain was actually working quite okay today because I never get camaraderie in the week.
You don't.
I thought she said come in hard in me.
I was lost for a minute, completely lost. I didn't know where I was.
Shall we have a bit of a row
We're gonna have a
and
bit
see
of a
who
row
else
now
we can?
and see who else we can find.
Busty's trying to run away. Run away, Busty, run away! So there's 3 lovely gentlemen standing here.
One in a beautiful pineapple shirt.
Very nice pineapple shirt with very bright spotted shorts.
Absolutely, he looks like a children's television presenter.
Mr. Tumble!
And just for legal purposes, that's not Mr. Tumble in Swing because we can't afford that sort of lawyers.
Could you up,
So tell us, my lovelies, if you do not mind. So what made you come to Camp Vegas?
So, it was more the fact that it's near where I started swinging.
Oh, okay.
I started in Stoke, in Evolutions. So obviously, I came to the 2nd Lich Vegas on my own. And then I came to the 4th with my partner after I got her sort of into the lifestyle. So obviously we know a lot of the people as well, so it just seemed a good idea.
And how did you get into the lifestyle?
So I bumped into a person on a night out that was already in the lifestyle. Like, she was well into the lifestyle. She was a regular at Evolutions and everything. And we just got talking about it. And she's like, well, come along. You know, I'll escort you around. I'll introduce you to people and stuff like that. And it just spiraled from there. It was a rock night as well. So I went as...
A rock night?
It was a rock night. And I went dressed as Meatloaf.
Awesome. I love Meatloaf. That is awesome.
I lasted about 20 minutes before the wig came off.
And was it a dead ringer for love?
No. No, it was not.
And how are you enjoying your weekend at Camp Vegas?
I'm really enjoying it. It's really relaxed. Everyone's having a good laugh.
Have you met people that you don't know? Or
Yeah, a few people. But majority we know through, like, obviously, like, Discord chat and stuff like that. From some of the Lich Vegas. So yeah, it's, you know, just really enjoying it. It's relaxed compared to normal work.
Yeah, it's not a bad way to spend your weekend, is it?
Running around being a grown-up on a weekend rather than just having fun.
Oh, that's amazing. And over to you, sir.
We've got a much more subtler dressed gentleman here. He's looking very cool in the corner. He's very optimistic. He's got sunglasses.
No, just bad eyes.
It's a bit cloudy today, isn't it? But it's not spoiling the fun at all.
Not in the slightest.
Have you been to sort of many LV events?
So this is my third LV event. I've done the Lich Vegas twice.
Okay.
So I got out of a long-term relationship about 5 years ago. Got into a kind of not a great headspace, and I've known for many years, dragged me kicking and screaming out of the cave I'd hidden myself in, and took me to my first LV, and I absolutely loved it. It was I'm not great at social stuff, but it was just such a comfortable environment. I come to everyone I can now.
That seems to be kind of the repeating pattern that we hear from everybody, isn't it? It's the social...
It is the social side. We've said before, sometimes the social side of it takes over from the actual sex side of it. I mean, that bit is just added extras, isn't it? But it's the...
Absolutely agree with you there. You come to make friends, you come to enjoy a social event with people with a like-minded attitude towards life. I've never ever seen any sort of the usual lads in a pub sort of mentality at these events. So it's like, you know, there's nobody just gone out to get full of beer and pick a fight. It's not that sort of environment at all. It's a lot more relaxed, it's a lot more comfortable, and I've been able to caught my shell quite a lot coming to these.
It's funny, isn't it, when you have a social sort of situation where alcohol isn't predominantly the thing that people go for, so it makes it much nicer.
Yeah, I mean, it's absolutely in this environment. It's
Can I just say this guy standing here with a can of beer in his hand?
Not predominantly though, not predominantly for alcohol. I said predominantly.
It's only my second today.
And then over here, now we know this gentleman.
We've got a superstar.
We've got a superstar
over here. He is a very popular guy.
We did try and grab him before, didn't we? To say, would you come on the podcast?
Very elusive.
He is
like Batman.
He is very. How are you doing, my lovely?
I'm doing great, to be fair. Just an absolutely fantastic weekend. Far better than I expected.
And just to remind everybody, what is your fab name?
Mars 100.
There we go. He is. Yeah, one part of the couple. We've got the male part of the couple.
Yeah, the better half. She said like she's going to stay off the podcast if that's okay. But
absolutely fine.
But I'm loving it. The weekend, and everybody that's donated food and chipped in, and the seating, the entertainment. It's just brilliant. The toilets, the showers. It's just fantastic. Everyone's here having a great time. Everyone's getting on with everybody else. There's no prejudice against anybody. It's just so relaxed. It's the best way to live your life.
And I noticed you're quite nifty with a frisbee.
Yeah.
I saw them hurling things at each other. I wasn't sure if it was a plate from the buffet.
It was a bit of a man thing going on. We got 5 completed passes, and we said we're not going to stop until we beat 5. And we got to 9, and it was me that dropped the knife. But what can I say? You know, I've had a few beers now, just enjoying myself, living life, and I dropped the frisbee. There were no bad feelings. It was just a laugh. Brilliant atmosphere. Everyone's just loving it, man. Brilliant.
That's
Thank
awesome.
you so much,
It is.
everybody,
Now,
for joining
we've
in.
got some live music coming.
We are, and obviously because of the we're not allowed to play certain songs and things. Thanks very much to Spotify and iTunes.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, we're not going to be able to broadcast that, and they are waiting to go on.
They are.
So we're going to go back to the studio now, as if by magic. So we've just had a live set of music.
We have. It was awesome.
It was absolutely brilliant. Obviously, unfortunately, none of our listeners can enjoy it because of
Copyright
laws of iTunes and Spotify.
It's shit.
Thanks very much.
So we enjoyed it, so there you go.
It was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
And I seem to have found myself next to Miss Foxy.
Here she is, the foxiness.
Out on a lap.
Sure went there.
She fell right into my cleavage, and not for the first time, I have to say.
It's very uneven ground, honestly.
Yeah, it is. We've all come a cropper at some point over this weekend.
Nobody's been drinking at all.
No. I came with the intention of... I had no intention of drinking. I had every intention of staying sober. I may have wet my whistle rather enthusiastically yesterday.
For half.
Yes. But there are about, what do we say, 101? 101 campers for the 101th episode.
I can't see one pineapple in a tent or a caravan anywhere.
They're on the shirts. How many pineapple shirts have we seen?
We've got Mr. Foxy in a pineapple shirt with
Miss Foxy on
Miss
it.
Foxy on it.
It is a fabulous shirt.
Photos of Miss Foxy on the shirt.
Look at me, adorning his coconuts.
See your tits wobbling there.
Anyway, talk to Honey because she's new.
Okay, so we've got a brand newbie here.
Yes, new victim.
Hi.
And covered in glitter and a beautiful headdress. So what is your Fab name?
I am Honey from Honey and Hunter on Fab.
We've seen you in the Discord room.
I am on the Discord group, yeah, quite a lot. Yeah. It's me, Honey, in the Discord group.
And I think we share something rather...
We share a lot of special things, but probably the most special thing.
Hang on a minute. What have I missed?
We share the same day we exited our mother's birth canals.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my word!
Yeah, same
twins.
birthdays. Yeah, birthday twins.
Hey!
Absolutely, birthday twins.
You need to make sure that you come to. Is it V2V
Yes,
weekend?
the day after our birthday. So
It
I'm
is.
definitely going to be there. But I'm just saying we
Awesome.
need to have a joint birthday cake.
You
So-
will definitely be having lots of celebrations. Absolutely.
Brilliant.
Yes, we'll organise that.
Yay.
Yes.
I do keep reminding everyone on the server, can I just say again, 9th of August is my birthday. 9th of August. I remind everyone on roughly a weekly basis. So 9th of August. 9th.
Amazon wishlist.
Love Honey Wishlist. Love Honey Wishlist.
That's more like
That's a good idea.
Other providers are available.
Just not quite as good.
I don't know. vanilla2vixen.co.uk.
Oh yes, and that one.
Oh, yes.
Can we have a wish list on there? Can we set up a
Vanilla
wish
to
list
Vixen.
on there?
Yeah, I'm gonna have a look. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
I'll have a look into that. Yes, absolutely.
That's a good idea. There is new merch.
There's new merch.
New merch
What's
on
your
there,
new
isn't there?
merch?
I wasn't going to talk about this in front of Miss Foxy because I knew she would get super excited.
What is it? I'm aroused now anyway. You might as well tell me.
What is it? Tell us.
Pink bow handcuffs.
and ankle cuffs.
Yeah, they are really cool. And
Hunter, who is studiously avoiding this microphone over there and pretending he's never seen me in his entire life,
Don't worry, we'll get him, don't worry.
Did buy me a stupendous pair of leather ankle cuffs that I wore to the last V2V. Had I not wiped out on the amount of gin I'd drunk, you would have got to see them a little bit better. But unfortunately, things went a little bit wrong for me. It's a very hot day, listeners. It was a very hot day.
It was hot. We were all very thirsty, weren't we? Yeah, very much.
so I have to ask, Connie, were you involved in any of the sporting activities earlier on?
Oh, you know I was. You know I was. And you know that I fell over on my boob.
There was a boob injury.
It's a boob injury. So you can see Well, I've managed to. Well, I've sort of got most of the. I've had a dirty boob. I managed to fall on my boob during the 3-legged race, and Hunter keeps reminding me that I've injured his hip. I did warn him that I fall over a lot. I fell over on our first date.
Did you feel a right tit?
It's my right tit. How did
When
you know?
you hear of
It's a
people
little bit
falling
sore.
arse over tit, you literally saw both of them on this particular occasion.
I know. So I've baby wiped it, but it's still quite mucky. I've tried.
It looks fabulous.
Thank you.
I have to be honest. There's a certain tent here today, which it looks like it's like at a festival.
We're at a festival, aren't we?
We are at a festival.
It's a cult.
It's what we call the Festival of Filth.
It's not a cult. Honestly, it is not a cult.
Like we're at Glastonbury.
It does look like you're all at Glastonbury.
I did say, didn't I? It's like Glastonbury, but with genitals.
Yes.
I haven't seen any genitals so far.
You're not looking on.
No. Okay.
I don't believe you.
I have to say, actually having sex while camping is perfect. It's better than being at the club, because having sex when you're camping is fucking intense.
That's a dad-worthy joke.
That's a Mr. N joke, that is.
Dad, if you've got a joke for this week, don't use that one.
He's the only one that hasn't told a joke this week so far.
I'm having a rest. I'm on holiday. I'm having a rest.
I don't know why you're pointing the microphone at me. I've literally got nothing else to say.
I have nothing else to say.
I thought we were going to elaborate on the sporting career, but...
Oh, okay. So, 3-legged race. I told Hunter, let's not do it. He said, no, let's do it. And I said, do you remember when I fell over in front of you on our first date? And he said, yes, but it will be fine. And I said, no, it won't be fine. And it wasn't fine, because we got about halfway down the course and I took a tumble and then he landed on top of me, not for the first time. And, and now I've got a dirty boob.
Wow.
It's all going on.
That's the sign of a good weekend, surely.
It's all going on.
Look at this.
And just out of the corner of my eye...
Wow. You look beautiful. She's incredibly shy, but I need to explain. She's wearing the most beautiful rainbow dress. It is stunning.
And she's got the horn.
And she's got the horn.
Yeah.
She has.
Stick of rock. She looks like a stick of rock that everybody wants to lick.
I wonder what name is written through the middle of her.
Do we snap her in half and find out?
Honestly, the amount of innuendos we've heard since we've been here, such a short time.
Snap her in half in innuendo.
Well, not really, but...
That is a typical Mr. Foxy shut-up line.
Yeah, like we bend you in half and pop you in the toaster, isn't it? No, that's not a chat.
Oh, you're a right pop-tart.
I have got sprinkles. It's okay.
That glitter has found places that it never knew it could find.
It's migrated everywhere. There was a little bit on my face, and I did say pop a little bit down my cleavage, which found its way onto my flannel, which when I stood and washed outside the tent this morning...
Is that a euphemism?
No, it really isn't. It's everywhere now. Everywhere.
Right, shall we move on? Thank you very much, my lovelies. We're gonna go round.
Proper roving reporters.
We couldn't leave Camp Vegas.
No, we've just had another amazing set that we can't play.
I know.
Because it's on Spotify and iTunes.
I know, and they'll shut us down for copyright.
We get banned and we just can't afford the lawyers.
No, so the next best thing is, I know you can't sing for us, but you can talk for us, can't you?
Yeah, yes, we can talk. Yeah, we can try.
Definitely a bit of talking.
These are the fabulous band that have done an acoustic set. They're two bands rolled into one, especially for this event. Have you got a name yet?
No, but we are putting ourselves out there as the swinging world's #1 acoustic beat combo, aren't we?
Yeah,
definitely are that.
With zero practice and rehearsal.
Yeah, that was the first practice and gig rolled into one. So.
No way.
Yeah. We heard such tunes from the Animals, Oasis.
Yeah, all your set
We
list.
just winged it, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
Did what we could, but
That's pretty good winging, babe. Pretty good
thank you.
winging.
Appreciate that.
That was good.
And
I
it's
was slightly
stayed
distracted by your moving peck.
Oh, what was it?
Oh, yes.
Oh, I had no idea
Thanks.
that was
Oh,
going to
come on. Wasn't mine then.
Couldn't see yours.
Thank God. It's more of a move rather than a peck.
Well, hey man, you look hot. It does look awesome though, doesn't it?
It does look awesome.
And you do, mate. It was good. I really enjoyed that.
That's an enviable beard.
And is this the first time that you've performed in front of a load of swingers?
Well, it is actually, yeah. Well,
so to speak.
musically, yeah.
I've done a DJ set before. I've done that before, yeah.
So, but yeah, definitely not the first performance.
And how do they differ from the standard audience?
I don't know. Obviously, I think people just want to have a good time, and I think swinging people are just all in, like go for it, no matter what is happening. Good vibes, and just.
And it's nice to be in an audience where it's not primarily about alcohol, so everyone's reasonably sober.
Not yet.
At the minute.
I don't think I've ever shagged as many audience members as
There's still a few left though.
Yeah,
Jim,
there is, yeah.
to be fair.
There's still time.
Yeah,
There's still
it's
time.
a big world.
Right.
It's a big world that we're in.
So how do you two know each other?
How do we through this really?
Oh yeah.
The naughty hobby.
Mutual
The naughty
friends.
hobby, yeah.
The Liberated Voice Social, and so
Yeah, that's how we know each other. Yeah.
Well, I personally want to thank you guys for entertaining everybody this afternoon. It's been absolutely amazing.
Oh, it's been brilliant.
Well, glad you enjoyed it.
I don't want to go home. I want to stay.
I know. And being kind of an ex-muso myself, I was just lost there. It was just absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
So
He
good.
wanted to get up. I could see him. I could see him.
Next year, guys. Next year.
Yeah, we'll sort something out, 100%.
Yeah.
And
That would be
we've already
cool.
sorted out that next year you are going to play our theme tune. Then we can have it on the show.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely. Yeah, we'll do that.
We'll do that.
Do you remember? Who was the guy that had the? I can't even remember. He used to have the band that used to play his tunes as he walked on stage. There were, what was it, 6 gay guys in something? I don't know. I can't remember what it is.
Talk show, wasn't
The
it?
talk show.
Richard, Jonathan Ross, 4 puffs and a piano.
That's
Yes,
it.
yes.
They were a really good band, actually.
I know, but then so we could have our own sort of V to V.
2 pineapples and a guitar.
Yes, there you
Something
go.
like that.
That's a good name for a band, actually.
It's 2 pineapples, a guitar, and a box.
The 2 pineapples. You've nailed it.
That's
2
it.
pineapples.
It was born here, in
there
the
you
middle
go.
of the field.
See, didn't need to think about a name. You've come up with one.
There you go.
Perfect.
Oh,
Absolutely.
well, thank you so
for
much,
that.
guys.
No, thank
Honestly,
you.
it was
Thank you.
brilliant.
We enjoyed it.
Really,
Really.
really good.
It's a
Really
good
good.
laugh, so.
Brilliant, guys. Thanks so much. Here we are now. We've had a brilliant afternoon.
We've had an amazing
entertainment.
afternoon.
Absolutely amazing.
And we have to thank Fred and Wilma for inviting us.
We're back with Fred and Wilma, the organisers. I know this is going to be like.
It is going to be huge.
This is going to grow and grow and grow and grow.
Let's hope so. Let's hope so. Let's hope so. Let's hope so.
I've already kind of teed up the farmer for next year. However, so our thing very much we wanted
Teed
to
up the
be.
farmer, filthy cow.
Not like that. Is that our sex move? I'm not even sure that
know.
it is.
Sounds
It wasn't like that.
it's just my brain.
Maybe we just made a new one.
But no, so very much we would. Obviously, this year it is our 20th wedding anniversary on Wednesday. So yeah. So genuinely, when we
Congratulations,
said we
guys.
booked
You say that,
it
it's
is
been
genuinely. We have been married for 20 years. Oh my fucking god! But we would like to do it again next year. We want. Obviously, this year was very much to see how things sat and to be friends, people we knew. But we still want that to be. I don't. It's not going
It was sort
to
of like
be.
a soft swap this weekend. To be quite honest, we're just building ourselves up to the big thing.
I don't think it's going to be.
We're not going into for like the
No.
Penetrative.
Yeah, no, nothing.
Not full penetration this weekend. Maybe later.
Not like double anal or nothing like that. Just soft swap. Just soft swap.
We don't want to be a swing fest. I don't want to be an open forum. I want to. Everyone who attends knows somebody who attends. It would lovely to expand if we do this next year to expand. But what's been wonderful about this is someone just said to me, "It's swinging family."
Yeah.
But it is.
And it is. And I do the family tree thing, but someone else has said to me the family tree. There's a connection with everybody, so they're comfortable when they come because everybody's just chilling out. They're like. we're not in a finery. We are. If you come to something like this, you're meeting who they are. Do you know what I mean?
It's raw. It's raw. It's
I'm not.
day
I've
to
not
day.
worn makeup on all weekend.
You'll know how bad Wilma's tea is in the morning. You will.
And you still look stunning, Wilma. You still look
Oh,
stunning.
bless you. Thank you, Mr. N. But I would say I made sure I got plenty of sleep just before. I didn't. I did the whole airport thing. You know, when you're going on holiday the next day, you wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning and make a list in your head. I go, oh my God, I need to sleep. But yes, it's. I think it's been. Well, we've still got several hours left of the day.
It's been all right. It's not been bad at all. Been bad at all.
Everyone we've spoken to is so happy. They're just like bouncing around. It's so much fun.
I mean, we've been here for just a few hours, haven't we? And I feel like I've had a holiday.
So
relaxed,
relaxing.
so chilled out, entertainment.
Well, we went to the supermarket earlier and they have to restrain your bank balance and remember you're not on holiday. But you know when you kind of go to Morrison's or any other supermarket, even though anyone who knows me well knows that I'm a big fan of Morrison's. Endorsements are welcome and money off. But it's like I'm like, oh, should we have this? Should we have that? And I'm like, no, remember, you're just going to get some beer, some burgers and some buns. That's it. The three
Morrison's,
Bs.
it's that kind of shop, isn't it? I can go in for a fucking onion and spend like 80 quid. So
I think all the supermarkets are just as much trouble.
£80 onion, no trouble.
Obviously, we didn't have a barbecue, so on the way down, we took a mortgage out and went to the Shell. Shell have got a new one.
They've got a Shell Deli.
Shell Deli.
Yes.
The one up the road here, I know, in that place we'll drive through if you come here. It's like going to Saint-Tropez.
It was only £52 for a ham and cheese toasty.
That's all right.
You told me about going to that one
Honestly,
other
the most
not long ago.
expensive
the other
place
day,
in the
didn't you?
world. In the world.
Oh, the one not but
You know the one I mean? The one where I asked for finance?
Yeah.
That's right. You get a free tank of fuel with every cheese and ham toasty.
Oh yeah, no, it's good. But no, I think we've touch wood.
The spot's good. The spot's good.
The weather's
it's big
been
enough.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
We've had sprinkles rather than anything more, haven't we?
But last night was brilliant because it was cloudy like this yesterday, and
we had wind. Well, he wasn't here then, but we had rows of wind when we got here.
You've had wind all week. I think it was that bolognese on Monday. They just cleared on the evening, and from 6 till 10 it was just fantastic, wasn't it?
We mentioned Rolo, the camp dog.
No, Rolo, the camp dog.
Obviously, the campsite allows dogs on a lead.
Yeah, we're a dog-friendly swinger
and
festival.
So one of the lovely ladies had asked if she could bring her Dachshund, and the dog has been the only dog that's come. So we've got Rolo.
I've had loves with Rolo.
Yeah, Rolo,
she
the camp
is
Dachshund.
beautiful.
Absolutely.
You have a dog though. What would you call it if you had a dog?
They've
what
got
dog?
about 10.
We've got loads of dogs.
We've got 3.
Do you know? I pretend when we go for a walk that we've got a dog and I've lost it, and I whistle it just for a laugh and ask people if they've seen it, just to talk to people. Because Wilma doesn't walk.
Off really embarrassed me.
I whistle for it and everything, and
I love the fact that I know I can swear on this podcast because Mr. N does it
all
the time.
I'm there whistling. Frisbee.
I'm not calling it frisbee.
And a proper look, and other people, you can see him stop and look for this imaginary dog that I haven't got.
You're not going to call it Duncan? Surely you can
Frisbee?
call it Duncan. No, you've got to call it Duncan.
Why Duncan?
I don't know. He was going to name you.
Duncan the Dachshund.
It was what it was going to be, but he's.
When I was a kid, I wanted to call my dog Deefa.
D for dog.
Deefa dog.
His nan wanted him to be called Duncan, but his mum said no, be called Duncan the Drunken, and there we go.
There we go. Drunk enough.
Now you just... Oh, no, I can't say that. That's your name.
Guys, I just want to say thank you so much for inviting us.
Come in. I think it's just
No,
nice to
thank
have
you for
something
having us on
different.
again.
No,
Like,
next
there's better people than us to have
year.
on.
You could tempt me into a tent next year.
Well, you could do like a glamping one. Not we've done. They're not
Yeah,
cheap, but
we've
it's
got a 4-poster
beautiful.
bed in ours.
Yeah,
gazebo,
we could do that.
patio. What else? We've got microwave. We've got what?
In fairness, I think we could do a little bit of a deal with the guy. He's got 15, so if we could do a little bit of a deal and have a bit of a go, and like if we were to do it, and a few glamping pads.
Wilma is the worst haggler in the world.
I can't haggle.
You shit out.
It's £52 million.
She's
All right, then.
Yeah, that's great.
I even tell people, don't talk to me. I say, because my husband will ring you and he will want to haggle with you, and I'm shit at it, so I'll stay out of it. I actually told a customer that the other day when we were at work. I can't do it. He's going to call
Haggling
you.
is not on Wilma's CV.
Like it.
Tell what's on my CV.
Makes me feel tight.
Fucking brilliant at hiding. I'm really good.
Hiding
really
the
good.
sausage. Hide the sausage.
I'm dead good at that. I'm probably the best. Probably the best.
Oh, where do you hide it?
You get several, lots of quick little glimpses. But
where'd you hide it, Fred?
Well, I'm not saying. A gentleman never talks.
We were laughing before, and me and Mrs. N had this, and she said to me to say this, so I am going to do. I was laughing before and going through the guest list and worked out if everyone who came, that I've fucked at least 6 of the guys that are here. And I don't think I've ever been in an environment where I've had sex with that many of the people in the same place. Years gone by, can you imagine if it was a church and you were getting married? Actually, when we got married, that would have been really bad. Really bad. But
it's the photographer. Right. Everybody, friends of the wife, friends of the bride, friends of the groom. Right then, everybody who's fucked the groom, everybody who's fucked the bride. It'd only be me on my own.
So today, it wouldn't be too bad, really.
Oh, terrible. Wilma keeps her old wedding dresses, you know. She got a bit of loft. I've been the one for. But, do you know, can you imagine that? Do you imagine? What do you keep your old wedding dress for?
He says
you're going to wear it on the first date if we get divorced. Can you imagine turning up in a wedding dress to a first date? Oh, I'm not after nothing serious.
No, he says I keep my wedding dresses. We renewed our vows in Vegas, so I do have 2 wedding dresses. It's not that I've been married loads of times.
Everything's better double.
I don't think there's anything wrong with marrying more than once. If you don't get it right first time, try again. But that's why we're swingers. We don't need to try again.
Yeah. Just having a little chipping away.
Chip away, fucking.
But that little stuff I was telling you off microphone, off whatever it is, when we weren't being recorded. But we're in a little group of us, and we were talking about. We were with a girl who we as a couple had tried DP with, which we went down.
DVP.
No, hang on.
Oh.
Just hang on,
sorry. Yes. I'll stop talking.
You stop talking. And yeah, we were talking about this story where we tried DP, and it went down great. She was happy, he was happy. It was great. It worked really good. And I said, we tried DVP the other week, and it was a great hour when I tried this with Wilma and this other guy. And I'm talking. I said, yeah, and they're all about positions. What position did you get into? And I said, I was lying down, and this, that, and the other. And we were talking, and I'm stood in the middle of fucking 20 people telling this story, and I suddenly got this boner telling this story through. I know where, I was redder. I looked like a tomato. I looked like I just walked out of a greenhouse. And the more I found myself going red, the redder it made me go.
Well, I found about this story
Jesus.
when we got back from Morrison's earlier, and one of the ladies was sat there, and she went, I was looking at it, and his shorts were just getting further and further away from his body.
There was another tent being erected, was there?
Another tent erection, honestly, and the shaft, honestly. And the pole didn't fall over at all.
No, it wasn't. It was mint. There's no worries there. No worries. I'm all right. I'm doing
honestly,
well.
coming camping, there's so many innuendos. It's awesome. We've got to be full. We don't want to fall into this fire.
I don't fall into the fire pit. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you for having us. Thank you for having us.
You are awesome.
Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you.
And we will see you soon.
You have made episode 101 so special.
Century.
Yay.
101. It's like 101 Dalmatians, 101 swingers in the field.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's your anniversary next week. Epic. No, it's not. I can't add up, can I? If there's 3 things I'm bad at, it's English and maths.
Oh,
that's only 2,
He's
isn't
very
it?
good at. The trouble is, he is very good. You're very good at minusing, aren't you? But he'll just master quickly in his head.
I have to be good at minusing being living with you. Jesus Christ! It's not very often we do adding on, is it?
How much have we spent this week?
No, let's not
Don't bring atmosphere down.
Never go there, no.
Price on good fun.
On a penis. Happiness.
Happiness, that's the one,
That's
darling.
it.
Yeah.
On a penis.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you, guys.
No worries at all.
Thank you.
Everybody give Mr. and Mrs. N a round of applause without them coming.
See you from Camp Vegas. Back to the studio.
This week, I am mostly bending Mrs. N over a lilo and spraying her with mosquito repellent.